black Sharpies. And I thought we'd use blues and greens today. I've got a couple of blues. Ooh, I've got 4 blues and 2 teal colors. All right, let's start by making some sort of design. Something simple. But if we make some boundaries so we know where we're going to draw. And like I say, you don't have to be artistic to do this at all. How about we just make some lines, and then we'll do something with those in a bit. So if you want to grab a pencil or a crayon, you can join me. If you'd rather just watch, you can do that too. It's whatever you feel like. Try to keep this fairly simple so we keep it within 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes for ourselves. 10 minutes for ourselves is a nice little bit of time. How about if we just do these like that? So inside each one of these shapes that we made, we can break it up a little bit. Might make it a little more interesting. There we go. Then we'll use our colors to fill that in. There we go. I don't know if you're getting ready to start your day or are you finishing your day. Either way, this is a really good exercise to help you unwind a little bit, maybe center yourself. And watching somebody draw, even if you don't draw with them, I'm gonna leave that big, can help you be calm and relaxed. So for whatever you're going to be doing from that point on, maybe you'll be a little calmer while you do it. It's always good to maybe find a few minutes to relax in your day. Because our days can definitely be hectic. A lot of demands on our time. A lot of things to be done. All right, how's that? Does that look all right? All right, I'm going to cap that. And let's start with, how about this one? How about this one right in the center? And you can do whatever you want. You don't even have to use them. I'm using a marker just to kind of give some boundaries, some guidance. But you don't have to put any type of edging around your picture at all. You can just start drawing on the paper. We don't need to have boundaries. Don't we have enough boundaries as it is? Maybe not having boundaries is a good idea. A little more freedom. But if you do like some structure, kind of putting down some outlines is helpful. Sometimes we get stuck when we face a blank piece of paper about what to do or where to start. I'll do some drawings in the future in other videos with no marker. We'll just do whatever we have for pencil or pen or crayons. Whatever we have, we'll just start doodling on the page. No outlining. But for this one, we're going to do some outlining. And then fill it in. It kind of, I think one thing that outlining does do for us is it makes it so we don't have to think. It's like you just go from one section to the next section. I'm just going to turn this a little bit because I'm right-handed. You just go from one section to the next section. And you don't have to think about it because it's already laid out for you. So you just keep on going. Keep on trucking. Sorry, hopefully this doesn't upset anybody. But I got to turn it a little bit. Here we go. something peaceful about filling in areas like this. To make us feel relaxed. Watching somebody draw helps us relax. I think sometimes we just need to zone out. Gives our brains a little break. A little break from all the thinking we have to do. Let's see. How about we do this big one over here? Oh, see, there's a little scratch in the paper there. You can actually do that on purpose. You can indent your paper, and then when you go over the top of it with a colored pencil or even a graphite pencil, it will leave an impression. So sometimes if you want to just draw a leaf, you could kind of indent your paper, and it will make a mark like that. I don't know, can you see that on the camera? All right. Blue is one of my favorite colors. Reminds me of water. Reminds me of the sky. Both of which, in a way, seem endless. Like, no boundaries. I mean, think about how deep the ocean could be, or how high the sky is. Maybe there's a reason they say free as a bird. Birds get to fly in the sky. I used to often think about that as a small child, just a kid. I used to think about how wonderful it would be to be a bird. They seem so carefree. They do what they want. They flit around. They're singing all the time. And they get to fly. That would be very cool if you could, if as humans we could fly like that, like a bird. Is there ever an animal that you thought would be cool to be? Some people might think it's cool to be a fish. Maybe for the same reason, that you can swim, play in the water all day. A dolphin. Or a whale. Whales can dive very, very deeply into the oceans. All right, that's quite a bit of blue. Let's try this one. So we already did this one. We're going to put that one over here so we don't use it again by accident. Let's try this blue. What's this one called? Does it have? It says True Blue. This one is called True Blue. Yeah, so some people think that being a bird would be very freeing. Some people think being a fish or a dolphin would be like a wonderful way to live. I would like to be able to fly. And not with a parachute. That's not, no. I want to be able to fly like a bird flies. Can you imagine soaring over the landscape? Looking down at what's happening? Dipping and diving through the sky. I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Let's see, how about over here? Do you like blue? Seems like everybody has a favorite color, or maybe a couple of favorite colors, because colors affect us. They make us feel a certain way. Blues to me are peaceful. Blues and grays together remind me of rain. And I love rainy days. To me, rainy days are peaceful. the best rainy days are maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday when you don't have to go to work and you can stay snuggled in your blankets and just listen to the rain falling outside. Other people don't care for rainy days, but I do. I find them very peaceful and calming. And if you put a little bit of thunder in there, just a little bit, not so much that it makes you unhinged, because sometimes thunderstorms can get pretty intense, but just a little rumble of thunder in the distance and the splash of rain on the windows, on the window panes. All right, let's put a little color over here. All right, how about, oh, let's get some right here. All right, what have we got now? We've got, what's this one? It's just cobalt blue. I don't know if it's going to be different enough. Let's see how this one looks. It is a little different. It's a little different. It does have some color differences in it. So let's do that. Yeah. Hopefully you can pick up that color difference on the camera. We're going to put some right here. This is only supposed to be a 10-minute doodle. This one is going a little bit longer than that. Maybe I'm talking more than normal. I don't know. But if you only have 10 minutes, then you can head out. Hopefully you feel more relaxed. If you have a few more minutes, then hang with me and we will finish up this little doodle. Now, there we go. All right. If you are staying for the whole thing, hopefully this will bring you some relaxation and hope you feel a little calmer. Sorry, my table starts getting a little wiggly sometimes. Let's see, how about right here? And then we'll use a different color. We'll jump to another color after we do this one right here. Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of maybe some waves, some ocean waves. What does it remind you of? Does it remind you of foam? All right, let's try this one. This is what? This is called non-photo blue. Non-photo blue. That's vibrant. Like I said, you can use anything you want to color in your designs. Crayola, or crayons anyway, Crayola especially, they have so many colors in their crayon boxes now. I remember when there basically used to be 8 colors. Now there's 64, 100, isn't there like 128 some boxes? Aren't there some big boxes with massive amounts of colors? And they've got metallics and, okay, I am going to do, well, we're going to do some, let's see, how about right down here in the corner? All right, let's center up our picture a little bit. How about a greeny, what color is this one? This is aquamarine. How about aquamarine right in the middle? So I think the ocean is made up of blues and greens and grays and whites. All kinds of colors. So I think this would be just fine if this is looking like waves to you. What else could it be? Could it be almost like a blue prism? I have to turn my paper as I go because I'm right-handed. There we go. How's that looking? Should we do that one right here? Darker greenish color right here. And right here. There we go. Hopefully this is helping you feel a little peaceful, a little calm, so you can continue on your day. Let's see, feeling good, maybe relaxed a little bit, relaxed a little more than you might have been had you not taken some time for yourself. All right, how about we do the last of the shapes with this light green. This is actually, it was this light aquamarine. What is this one called? Oh, it's not in English. I can't. Aqua. Okay. I'll finish this off with the aqua, which sounds appropriate if we think this is water. It could be anything you want it to be. This could be folds of a blue dress. Maybe it's, all right, let's see, I gotta get this corner down here, so I'm gonna turn this all the way around. Use your imagination, or just leave the shapes as they are and don't try to find anything other than the fact that they're shapes. Okay. One little one left. There we go. All right, that's our design for today. And we just used shades of blue and green. Hopefully that helped you calm down and relax and put a good start to your day. If you like doodling along, then maybe we'll see you in the next video. My name is Rose, and you have a wonderful day.